was about 10 years ago when Penny came home to tell us that this amazing boy that she had once stalked when they were both at school together had returned to Clacton after being away studying at college for years, and now he was back. And what's more, they were going out together on their first date. Penny was always a very confident person, but she was not this time, doubting that she was even good enough, even in her own words, for the incredible Mr. Sean Poynting.
There are many kinds of love, as many kinds of light, and every kind of love makes a glory in the night. There is love that stirs the heart, and love that gives it rest. But the love that leads life upwards is the noblest and the best.
Sean invited both Linda and myself to a restaurant. When we turned up there was no Penny. We both wondered and worried why he wanted to talk to us without her about. It was not until Sean had bought us both a lovely meal and a few drinks that he then asked if I would agree to them both getting married. He wanted to propose to Penny at some romantic place in Wales, but wanted my consent first to ask Penny to marry him. Based on the fact that Penny had been waiting for this moment for many years and would never have forgiven me if I had not agreed, and also that Sean had just brought us our dinner, Linda and myself were of course delighted, and I was truly honoured that Sean had been so respectful and thoughtful.
Sean Poynting, you are officially marrying your biggest fan. I have been crazy about you since I was a 15-year-old schoolgirl practicing my Penny Poynting signature. As I stand here before you today, I feel so proud of everything we've done and privileged that you choose me every day to be your tag team partner. I'm certain of nothing more in this life than us. Thank you for loving me. Because of this love, I truly believe we can face anything. We balance each other. You make me more brave and strong, and I make you more cool and funny. This marriage means to me that as equals we're determined to make the most of this little crazy life we've been given. To live it to the full and fill it with as much beauty and as many adventures as possible. To be grateful for the ride, hoping that when we are old and grey we can look back and smile at everything we did and saw together. For me it was always you, Sean Poynting. You improved my life and me as a person, and I can't wait to be your wife and create a family with you. Because of this, I promise myself to you. I promise to bring the fun, the laughs, the acting like a child and lightening the mood whenever I can to make you happy. I promise to support you and encourage every one of your many hobbies and look after you when you're injured as a consequence. I promise to deliver outstanding dance and singing performances in the van on all of our road trips. I vow that even as a sleep enthusiast, I'll wake up to share sunrises with you. And sunsets.
Late wake.
I promise to laugh at all your awful pun jokes. I vow to never take you for granted and always thank you for everything you do for me. I vow to always make fun with you, or at least kiss you after making fun of you. And most of all, I vow to love you openly and fiercely and hold your hand, because when you hold mine, my nerves calm, I sleep better, and though not all may be right with the world, I know all is right with us.
I'm not gonna lie, finding out my stalker slash biggest fan was actually an utter babe. Wasn't too bad. But then to discover how perfectly we fitted together was the best thing I could have ever asked for. And as we grew and changed together, it only got better. You allow me to be silly. In fact, you encourage it. You bring it out of me, and you know full well I can be a little bit too serious sometimes. And you break it down and make life fun. Your willingness to embrace the fact that I'm essentially a dog that can't be kept inside, and support all my hobbies, even when it seemed like those hobbies are trying to kill me before the wedding day. You keep me fully grounded and make sure I never get too inflated. You do this by constantly, lovingly bullying me. Just the right amount.
I'm proud of Sean, proud of Penny to getting to where they are. going on their travels and taking a massive risk in going to Australia, because what they left behind was a big thing to leave behind. So fair play to them to going over Australia and making Australia now their new home. So hats off to you too. There's a saying that says, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time around. So I thought, maybe a bit naively, but spending time with Sean and many other 4 other guys with brown hair, maybe I'd get averagey brown hair. That didn't happen. Maybe I read into that a bit too literal. But anyway, spending your time around Sean. Sean is the type of guy that is going to bring not only yourself up to do better things, but you and your friends as well.
Sean, you have been my rock from a very young age. You were 8 years old and full of ideas of what I should wear on a night out. At 11, you were my wingman. Do you remember our knackered old blue Fiesta? It regularly conked out at every junction and roundabout, so you had to jump out to push start us back into action, to the laughter and whistles of the drivers behind. You were my #1 assistant for all of our dodgy DIYs that we tackled together over the years. You still always go above and beyond with your support, especially during the darkest of times, even from 10,514 miles away, for which I am truly grateful. Sean and Penny, you both deserve massive credit for creating such a wonderful, happy and successful life in Australia, but that would not have been possible without your deep love, commitment and support for each other, and courage, of course. You both have great careers, a lovely home and new friends aplenty, plus magnificent adventures exploring the wonders of Australia. Many people have a dream, but only a few are brave enough to make the leap, and even fewer manage to turn those dreams into a successful reality and a fantastic life. Sean, you know that I am beyond proud of you for everything you are and everything that you have accomplished, and meeting the lovely Penny was one of the greatest, the perfect woman to be your wife. Now Penny, Mrs. Penny Pointing, can you actually believe it? You have fulfilled your dream and schoolgirl crush to now be married to Sean Pointing. Your mum and dad will remember your wonder and delight when you first started going out with Sean. Just a few years earlier, he was your idol at Colbain's, where you secretly stalked him through the corridors and even practiced your penny pointing signature.
I believe in watching the sunrise and the sunset together. I believe in hikes through the trees and walks on the beach. I believe in sliding down mountains and laughing uncontrollably with each other. I believe in taking in all the world's beauty and all the wonders of life. I believe these joys, like all joys, are multiplied when you have someone to share them with. And I can say unconditionally, I want you to be that person. You are my best friend, and there's no one I'd rather team up with and take on this lifelong adventure with. I promise to encourage us to take whatever the next big adventure we conjure up. To do it together, to push us further than we ever thought we could go, and promise to live the dream the best we can, whatever that may be. I vow to invest in loving you every day, to forever be your fancy dress partner, to never, not for a single second, stop loving your weirdness. And I vow to always be your navigation system and find the things you'll lose, even when it's yourself. Home is wherever you are, and I truly believe that we are stronger together, and as a couple we can accomplish more than we ever could alone. So let's be friends, let's be lovers, and let's grow old disgracefully.